Hi, my name is Janina, and I'm a product designer based in Krakow. And for the past 3 years, I have been working at Codewise on a SaaS application called Volume Tracker. And today I want to tell you a little bit about my experience of designing a mature product. And to give you a context of what I'm going to talk about, I want to tell you about Volume. And Volume Tracker is an analytical SaaS solution that allows for tracking, optimizing, and automating advertising campaigns. Currently, it's the most popular tracker on the market dedicated to affiliate marketing. And Volume is also a product with rich history. Its development has been started in 2013. So a lot of people have been working on the product since then. And through these 8 years, different approaches have been taken to develop it further to our users' expectations. And also through that time, we have accumulated quite a lot of debt, both technical and related to design. I don't want to go into too much details on what affiliate marketing is, but for the purpose of this presentation, I think it's really important to understand that Volume is and has always been a tool centered around data. And it is very crucial for users to be able to get accurate data and often in large volumes. With additional tools that can help them interpret that data, they can draw the right conclusions and further motivate their advertising decisions. And as the table has been the centerpiece of Volume and the product grew bigger in features, all the new additions had their button representation added above the report table with data. To give you an example of what this means to our users, let's assume that we have a screen that is 640 pixels in height. And the table in this example is around 57% of the whole screen. So far, so good. It's not the best, but it is okay for our users. Now, let's say we have developed a long-awaited feature called notifications. We wanted our users to be able to add notifications from the report table. So a Notify Me button was added above the table along with other buttons. And this is what happened. And it's actually a real-life example. The button didn't fit in one line anymore, so the whole line broke, creating a lot of white space for this one additional button. And what that means for our users is actually that the report table is now 330 pixels in height, which is around 50% of the whole screen. So basically, each added feature takes space away from the table, and with screens smaller than 640 pixels, which are also common for our users, the table also gets smaller. And the buttons grew in numbers, and despite the fact that some were much more often used than others, they had the same hierarchy being in the same line above the table. And also due to the design that I mentioned and some past decisions made, some of the buttons were appearing out of nowhere once a campaign was selected, which made the whole screen jump. And I had the opportunity to observe workflow of some of our users when they visited us at the office. And I noticed how much they were struggling with this while working on their laptops. So those two reasons seem like enough to start working on a redesign. And the product team has been aware that this is an issue for quite some time, but improving it never seemed to be a priority. There were designers before me that tried to do it. There even was a design prepared to a certain extent, but there was always something more important to get done. And Volume Tracker is a very technically complex product, and it requires a lot of maintenance. And also the features that our users are requesting are quite difficult to build. So development resources were always spread rather thin. And there's an additional problem with a change like this, and it's the fact that it's difficult to measure I did observe it, but I didn't have any numbers to support my case at that point. And there was always this argument that kept coming back that our users are not complaining that much. They are still using the product, so maybe it's not bad enough to be worth fixing.